throw me over. Seen what you done to my friend here? What you do to my friend?
Butterflies in your stomach? I have just the thing.
This is what happens when you swim with the sharks. Don't leave me! Not again.
Everything's fine. I checked everywhere.
You left me with nothing! You to stop following me.
Where there's bathyspheres, there's bound to be CO2 scrubbers.
And why is that?
If you don't remove the carbon dioxide from the air supply in a submersible, you'll suffocate. And one thing I did like about Rapture, lots of new books to read. That will need a long-haul bathysphere, something where the CO2 buildup would limit the submersible period.
You okay?
I've seen all this happen before. I've seen everything that will happen, and now I only see darkness.
You sent yourself here for a reason.
A debt.
If that's what you want to call it.
This Atlas. I'm gonna have to kill him. Either that or he'll kill me.
Maybe so.
I'm not you, Booker. Some war hero. I'm not even me anymore. No tears, no omniscience, or whatever you want to call it. Just a whole lot of book learning. And a handful of lockpicks. The humpback whale. That thing is as old as the hills. Strictly bargain basement. You gotta wear an O2 tank and a mask. We won't find a scrubber on that. Oh, the 52 Mako. Classic. But it's a death trap. 28 known fatalities related to its use. Carbon dioxide poisoning. And they're still on the market.
Steeply discounted, though.
There. The Stingray. Submersible time of 90 minutes. That's our girl.
All the way up there.
The grease monkeys had to get it up there somehow. Just gotta find the controls.
Give him my list.
Pre-patent jitters, dear. Hide.
They're real person. They like me. All my fans.
Like some cognitive trait.
I ain't got time for this.
And you, honey? Stay!
He may make more of you yet.
Let us continue this face to face!
Do yourself a favor. Leave any thoughts of escape to the rooms. Find out how taint is going to be when you make of it. So make it great.
Come back! We can work this out!
First, the law against bribery. Then, you'll want some fella in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? Martial law?
didn't even notice. You could eat an egg off the bathroom floor.
Harassment. That's what this is. Incessant, unbounded prying into my respectable entrepreneurial affair.
Child star. I'm just a star. Period.
Women don't care nothing for character anymore. It's all money looks.
So I greased a few palms here and there, time to time. What of it? This town was friendly to free enterprise.
I told Sander Cohen I'm always ready to cut a record or put on a show. Said he'd call.
You're tuned to Radio Rapture. Music for the discerning ear.
Okay.
And now,
Want to hear my latest
we've got
number?
something very
Coming up
special
next.
coming up next. This little lady, who goes by the name of Miss Elizabeth, is picked out by the maestro himself, Sander Cohen.
Another one.
And when Sander finds a songbird, you know for sure she's gonna sing sweet. So here's Miss Elizabeth with
Hooligans.
You Belong
They've
to
been
Me.
sneaking into the repair bay at night. Riding around on the hydraulic lifts. It's some kind of makeout spot. Can't exactly blame them. God knows how boring it must be to grow up in Rapture. But their hormones are costing us money, and this isn't an amusement park. I've locked the control room. The code is 7951.
I ain't through with you yet. Give me the cold shoulder.
A Rapture reminder. The water in the Rapture convenience store has been seeded with extensive number
Well,
of
enough of that. I got work to do.
Do yourself a favor. Leave any thoughts of escape to the roofs. Right down at
Unaccustomed, I won't roll up.
So make it.
That only seems to be knocking them back.
You're only gonna do real damage that way if they don't see you coming.
Probably a switch around here somewhere.
Of course, the buildings are being fabricated above the waves. But we will lower...
Looks like someone's been decrypting a code. We've confirmed completion of the ace in the hole. Suchong has it, but unlikely to give it up easily. We'll update when we know more. What's that all about? gonna be noisy.
Only hiding from yourself.
When can I see you again?
Christ, better prep for my next meeting.
Okay, I thought it was just confident.
I always...
Got it. Just need to find Old Man Winter and we're done.
Criminal deal sounded awful irregular. I saw where you went.
Come here, hon. Got a sweet idea for you.
Any progress, love? I must confess, I'm becoming a wee bit skeptical.
Remind me, why am I supposed to care?
You see, me lads have taken a keen thirst for Adam, and there's a vintage right in front of me that'll do nicely.
If you kill her, I truly hope you are happy living down here. Put down roots, raise a family. Or maybe you think Andrew Ryan is going to ride to your rescue.
Fair enough. But remember, there are fast ways to harvest little sisters, and some very slow ones.
Hey, Junior! Come on in and watch this. All right. It's got the formula. Trust your man. Look at what you done. Fair warning.
That sounded odd. Come back!
Won't steal my lead!
I just want to talk as all.
We'll remake the world!
finished!
Fireworks everywhere.
Oh, Jesus!
Better check. Just another look-see.
Old Man Winter. That's how we'll cool Suchong's machine.
Yeah?
Atlas sent me here for some Old Man Winter.
You haven't been around here long, have you?
What makes you say that?
'Cause you're the only one of us who don't smell like the reptile house at the zoo. Now be quick about it, and just take the winner. This ain't the Goodwill.
Memo to the sales team. While we deny all customer claims regarding purported burns they have received from, quote, overheating of 1958 bathyspheres, unquote, our marketing team has decided to give away flasks of Old Man Winter as part of a new promotional campaign.
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
There will be no recall of the 58. No recall.
Another coded message. Attempt to retrieve Ace in the Hole from Suchong unsuccessful. Ryan Private Security killed 3 of our men in the bargain. You'll need to explore alternate means of obtaining Ace.
Tell Ryan things are getting hot down here real fast. Goddamn leprechaun is building himself a regular army. If you'd ask my people.
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Which you didn't. I'd send a crew down here.
Just what we needed. That was the last of it.
Now you think you can manage the repair?
How are you?
I've been fixing quantum field generators since kindergarten.
Well, what was that? Second rate?
That you, honey? We can both survive this.
Never respected me!
You're a victim just like me. You're only hiding from yourself.
Come out, you!
Think about it.
That ain't the answer.
It's all hand signals. Dogs.
Feel like
How do I care?
to know.
I know they're talking about
Just need you. No matter.
Now we won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on. Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see. What did I tell you?
Look. We're on the First Lady. It can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
Seems like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen.
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time. If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Best to take the spare. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Power for device very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Suchong wants something simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Think has a secret life. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for Suchong. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Should have seen that one coming.
Vox Populi.
Press to generate a bullet-snatching shield that places ammo into your gun.
Must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory. On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't.
How do you know that?
Because we didn't.
I've taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
Your part in the play?
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive, a girl.
She must leave, a woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
So that others may live free from the yoke. DeWitt knew the price and paid it willingly. And I sense what the Lutez twins will one day ask of me. So far, their counsel has served me well. Served the revolution well. If a bullet takes me, so be it. But to offer myself up as a lamb? When I come to my Garden of Gethsemane, will I play my role willingly? Or will I burn the place down to the roots? There's a war coming. You can smell it in the air.
My living quarters got reassigned, all right. I'm sleeping in Fink's bed tonight.
That thing you just picked up.
My guess is that it has something to do with that giant clock out there. And that clock has something to do with opening the door to Fink's lab.
A giant clock?
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No. We've already found the clock key. We can manually wind it. Open whatever door we please.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
Well, if there's one thing Fink loves,
Sea slugs. Goddamn sea slugs. Could that Oriental have come up with a more inconvenient fuel for his plasmids? If there is a God, and I've seen more evidence to the contrary.
Good. How to get that idiot his lock of hair.
Listen, I got you your guns. I'm here for my issue.
But my booker to win died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My booker to win was a hero to the cause. A story to tell.
Look, are you there? I miss you. You were the only one who ever... You were my only friend. Booker.
I'm not even here. I'm a projection of your own.
Could you humor me then? Please.
I think Booker would miss you.
Damn, Nick. Must have slipped wrong.
What's going on?
Somebody hide! Don't think you can hide! Jesus, it's ripe in here. Say, somebody, fetch me a millionaire to clean this mess up.
No escaping! Find
Gonna hunt you down. Who's out there?
Hunt you down!
Never stop fighting! There's no. Don't worry, I got your back.
up to kill her, to turn me into what?
A killer.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. I'm no martyr. How did you do it, Booker? How did you...
Elizabeth, I'm not Booker.
And neither am I.
Fink and Suchong were sharing their research.
Like the Lutesses. Cross-reality collaboration. It all makes a kind of sense. The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
Constants and variables. What is all this?
Imprinting. That's a wire mother. If you separate a gorilla from its real mother, it will imprint on almost anything. Even that.
Why would Fink care about that?
Songbird. He wanted him to imprint on me.
Well, if I recall, that was a problem he solved. What's that?
It's a skeletal formula for oxytocin. That's the chemical that bonds mothers to children, women to men, and...
Songbirds to little girls?
Apparently not. Fink dismissed it as an unsuitable vector. These poor things. Fink couldn't get them to imprint, so he left them to die. Imprinting failed. That can't be right. Clearly they formed a connection between Songbird and me.
How?
I was so young. I always remember him just being there. It must be a prototype or something.
Is it a human?
Does it matter? I tried hypnotherapy.
On the Songbird. How'd that go?
About as well as you'd expect. Booker. The little girl in the film. It's me. My God. Oh, I remember. He'd crashed into the tower. I guess he was in some sort of fight. I waited there thinking thinking, I don't know, that something would happen, but he just lay there, moaning. I couldn't just...
The line with the thorn in its paw. So much for science.
I should have just left him there to die. I should have just... I will never escape it. Exploited, exploiting, me, Comstock, you, Sally. It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round. Well, this must be the genetic sample Suchong wanted.
He sent you all the way back here for a sample of your own hair?
He doesn't know I was once the child that imprinted on Songbird. But to him, all the answers lie in DNA. Men like Suchong mistake an ounce of empathy for a pound of science.
It's open! See if anything's worth reappropriating. Check for stragglers. Spread out!
Show yourself!
Who done this?
Who's there?
Someone about?
You can't hide forever!
You and me against the world.
Come back! Kill her! I've got you! Kill your oppressor!
It has occurred to me that this breakthrough regarding the songbird casts my arrangement with the Oriental Doctor in a new light. What more could be gained by this continued partnership? What secrets that I could not answer for myself? Suchong can only offer table scraps, and Jeremiah Fink has richer meat in mind.
What you got there?
Dunno. Just grabbing anything that looks halfway there.
Who's that then? Kill your oppressor! You can't hide forever, love.
Shake a leg!
Since when did you become Lord and Master? Used to do for the man, but now at least I do for myself.
That's enough of that business. I'm done.
You see where she went?
I'm done.
Do you think Daisy really even had a choice?
What do you mean?
Right about now, I'm planting a pair of scissors in her back to protect a child she was never going to harm. She chose to die for her revolution. What about me? For all the endless worlds, all the infinite possibilities. Did I ever even have a choice? Did you?
Yeah. Booker thought he did.
Look where it got us. Right back where we started. All these infinite universes. And yet we end up just going down the same paths.
No, take your meaning.
My father sold me to settle a marker. Comstock locked me up in a tower. And I sold Sally for what? Revenge? To prove a point?
And yet, here you are. settling the debt.
And say we find her. The old past their damage to the young. Isn't it too late for her now?
Well, I'd say that's up to her to decide. Justice coming back here was up to you.
Rapture runs on children. Little girls with gold growing in their bellies. I'm not gonna break any cycle. If I'm lucky, maybe I can dent it. Just a little.
Pretty lady has the hair? Deal is deal. Bring it to Suchong.
Pretty lady put hair sample in tube. Then, business is finished.
What's going on out there?
Bloodshed, violence, but not relevant to our arrangement.
Suchong! Suchong, we had a deal, now open...
Do you know what they call someone who enters a man's home uninvited? A thief. And I do not remember inviting you into my city.
I had a deal with Suchong.
Yi Suchong is my employee. It was not a deal he was authorized to make.
What do you want?
I granted Atlas and his thugs asylum. You serve those same men in a desire to escape from my generosity. If they shall not have asylum, then they shall have liquidation. Give a parasite an ounce of charity, he'll demand a pound.
I'm just looking for a girl that was taken from me. A little sister.
I don't claim to understand what you are, but I know that you are special. There is business we can do together. And so I give you a choice. Work for me or die with Atlas.
I'm not going anywhere without that girl.
If it's a little sister you want, that shouldn't stand in the way of commerce. I've got dozens of them.
I won't leave without her.
My men stand ready to take down the door. In 60 seconds, they will enter the room. They will either treat you as a valued employee of Ryan Industries, or as a thief in the night.
Seconds.
There must be half a dozen of them or more. I've got to get ready. No traps. I can use the plasmids as traps and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide and surprise them. Take them down one by one. Booker, I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face? Uncertainty. Who is this girl to you? 30 seconds. Do you know the value of the shark? Without them, the sea would be littered with the detritus of the weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What sharks do for the ocean, these men do for rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements, and Orion does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you. Time. You're not a human. You're not even a parasite. You're just a room. And Orion has no time for rooms.
Get back here!
Gonna make short work
hide and seek. Pay the piper, sweetheart. Just business. Get back here! What was that?
Still here, aren't you?
Don't think you can hide. Your number's up.
Come on out. There she is.
Nothing personal, sweetheart. Not in the mood for this hide and seek. I've got you cold.
Where is she? Lady, you're working my left.
Number's up. Not in the mood for this hide and seek. Time to die.
I beat your sharks, Ryan. The better man won. Isn't that the only thing you respect? Now let me the hell out of here.
Sounds like all hell's breaking loose out there. What's your plan?
I can't just place the particle on the ceiling, it would just tear right through it. But every building in Rapture was submerged into the ocean on the Lunette ring, connected to the junction of its load-bearing supports.
That's fascinating and all, but if you haven't noticed, Ryan sent his goons to murder us. If you're gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat, now's the time to do it.
Looks like the structural junction is in Frank Fontaine's office. If I can get there, I can float the building.
It so happens I've taken that bastard's office for my own use. I'll make sure you've access to the private elevator. Now hurry.
Never respected that.